Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name's James and today we're doing another ready to run coach review. This time we're looking at the Dapol Mark III coaches, and they're rather long coaches compared to my normal ones. So let's have a look at all the boring stuff first. So I've got all the boxes for this one. So let's hold that carefully. Make it focus. It's not going to be in focus. There we go. I'll just read out the numbers for one of them. So it's 2P00134. That is for the N-Gauge Mark III second class Intercity 125 Executive HST coach with the running number 42048. And then all the other ones have their own product code with the last 3 digits all changed. So there they are on the screen. So let me just get the one of them and pop that in there. There we go. Right. So what do we get inside the box? Well, obviously you get the coats, which we've got lots of them here. And you also get this little detail pack. And I can recognise some bits. So you've got the alternative couplings. Whether these these etched, I don't want to say it's brass. It might be galvanized brass, but yeah, you got some of these etched pieces which I can't quite recognize what they are. Let me have a quick look at one of them. Considering their size, I was thinking they're around by the wheels, but probably not. Oh well, whatever they are, do let me know what they are in the comments, and then I'll find out. But anyway, yes, I've got 5 of them all here. These are the HST variants, because you can get non-HST varieties, and the only difference mainly is that the non-HST Mark IIIs have buffers, while the HST ones don't have buffers. So let's look at this one. Which one is this one? This looks like a second class coach, and it's first of all in Intercity livery, but multiple other liveries are available. And yeah, it's got a very nice. So I probably should turn that light on. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, first of all, it has a very nice Empen interior, because this is a Empen coat. Underframe detail is low, but they are meant to have a skirt on the bottom to hide the actual underframe, so that's not actually a complaint. Nem pockets either end. Tempo printing and painting is very neat and tidy. Also tamper printing on the windows, which looks like a no smoking sign. The lavatories, that just looks like it's just painted plastic instead of an actual window. And I can't see if there may be an actual lavatory compartment in there. A bit difficult to see on the ends. But yeah, moulding's quite nice and detailed, fitting where they're meant to be. Very nice, and the ends look quite nice as well. So that is a second class coach. This is the buffet, as it says on the buffet, restaurant buffet. So obviously interior there, and the actual buffet. Oh yeah, there is actually a kitchen in there, so that's very nice to see, and obviously different detailing on the roof. Yeah, very nice. Also, they all have pickups on each of the wheels, so all you need to do is install the usual Dapol light bar, and then you have lit up coaches, so that's nice to see. We'll just have a nice quick look at the detail on the end. Unfortunately, my camera's not going to focus on it, unfortunately, but yeah, very nice. You will see that in the close-up anyway, so you get to see each one on their own in the close-up, so you get to actually have a good look at them. And this one is this is the first class one, so it has the Cantrail stripe going across the top. So yes, it's very nice to have a look at. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really much else to say, that they all have exceptionally good detail on each one of them. This is the... Can't tell which one that one is. It might be the guards one, because it is slightly different here. So I think that is the guards second class compartment coach, and then another second class coats as well. So yeah, that's all 5 of them. And yeah, I'm very happy with them. So yes, let me get them onto the turntable and then tell you a bit more about the actual prototype themselves, and then you can have a good look at them and learn a bit more about them. Then we can get them onto my layout and give them a nice run around my layout. So I'll see you in a bit. The British Rail Mark III is a type of passenger carriage developed in response to growing competition from airlines and the car in the 1970s. Variants of the Mark III also became the rolling stock for the high-speed train. Originally conceived as a locomotive-hauled coaching stock, the first coaches built were for the prototype HST in 1972. Production coaches entered service between 1975 and 1988, and multiple unit designs based on the Mark III body shell continued to be built until the early 1990s. Most of the surviving fleet of Mark IIIs and derivatives were still in revenue service on the British Railway network in 2020. However, as of 7th of April 2021, 300 carriages have been sent for scrap. The Mark III looks similar to the Mark IID, 2E and 2F coaches, but is of a completely different design. It has a ridged roof and underframe skirt, compared to a smooth roof and visible below-frame equipment on the Mark II. The body cell is 75 feet long, almost 10 feet longer than the Mark II, of full monocoque construction with an all-welded mild steel stressed skin, and it has a reputation for its exceptional strength and crashworthiness. An important improvement over its predecessor was the adoption of a secondary air suspension between the body and the bogies, giving an exceptionally smooth ride. The bogies were designed specifically for the Mark III and have coil spring primary suspension with hydraulic dampeners, enabling a maximum speed of 125 miles an hour compared to the Mark II's limit of 100 miles an hour. Disc brakes in place of the Mark II's class brakes completed the engineering package, which enabled, in conjunction with wheel slip protection, an efficient deacceleration from 125 miles an hour and almost silent brake operation. Right, here we are with all 5 of my Mark III coaches now on the layout. I have got most of them all linked together, so you can see how well they roll on their own. And I have got one here just to see how well one of them couples up. So let me just get this all positioned correctly. So here is one of them. Just going to see how well this couples. So maybe a bit more force than that. Yeah, that's about average really. So yeah, just see how well they roll. They seem quite free rolling. I've never really had much of a problem. The main problem which I have had with these personally is some of the couplings do like to uncouple. Like that one there just seems like it's going to uncouple on its own, but Dapol couplings have always been a bit iffy personally. So anyway, yeah, they seem good enough anyway. It might just be my layout's a bit bumpy, but anyway, let's get them coupled up to a engine. And I've got my class 43 here. Make sure that's running fine. Yeah, that seems right. Alright, let me just see how well they couple up with the 43. Yep, that seems fine. As you can see, they may have just dropped a little bit there, so that may uncouple. So, which way am I going? That way. So yeah, let's see how well they run round. Right, this might look a bit odd because I haven't got the other end of the 43 on, but that seems to be behaving for once. Normally I'm not this lucky, but let's give it a bit more speed. And bring it to a stop. There we go. Right, that's actually turned out much better than I thought. Because like I said, some of these couplings are a bit iffy. And yeah, a single bump will just decouple one of them, and yeah, then they decide to wander off on their own. But for once, they've behaved, and yeah, I can't really fault them for that. So yeah. Anyway, on to the important question: how much are each one of these coats? I have seen them go down to about 20, but I think the average is more along 25 to 30 pounds. That is. So yeah, 25 to 30. That's actually not too bad personally, considering that's a fairly long coat. It has light bar capability. You can just pop in a light bar and off you go. I don't think it's too difficult to fit in a light bar. However, I do have to point out, you don't get instructions to mention how to fit the light bar inside the box of any of them. In fact, there's not even a bit of paper to explain what those extra little details are. So yes, that's a few downsides. And so I just noticed the hair. There we go. There we go. Hopefully I got rid of it. But yeah, there's a couple of downsides there. Good thing is that they're quite affordable. I said 20 to 30, that's quite affordable for the coats. I said they're very nicely detailed. No, they have interior detail, they have very good exterior detail. The tamper printing and paintwork, that's all neat and tidy, and I can't see anything really wrong with that. And yeah. Operationally, the only thing which I can find out which is a problem is the couplings are sometimes a bit iffy, but that's mostly depending on how smooth your layout is, or if you just happen to have an odd coupling there, and they're quite easy to replace anyway. So operationally, there's only a minor issue. But I said, without any paperwork to explain what the detail pack is and how to fit a light bar if you've never fitted one before, that is a little bit of a downside, because with some other Dapol coats which have got the Mornsel ones, they actually have a little bit of paper just to explain how to use the corridor connections, but there's nothing for these. But I have to mention, even with the Mornsel coats, there's no instructions of how to fit the light bar, so it is a issue. But otherwise, these are very nice coats. I said they're very well detailed, quite affordable given alternatives on the market, like well, not for Mark IIIs, but for other BR coats, normally £30 and up. So yeah, they're quite affordable, and they look absolutely lovely, connected to an appropriately liveried engine. So yeah, would I recommend it? Well, if you need Mark III coats, they're quite good. But I would recommend reading up online how to fit the light bar if you want to fit it. Otherwise, it's not really much of an issue. And if you're like me, the detail pack isn't really much of an issue either. So yeah, there's that. And somebody being noisy outside. So that means I should probably finish up before they become even noisier. But yeah, they're very lovely coats. And I am happy with them because they go with my Intercity 125 liveried class 43. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. So if you like the coats, well, if you like the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down below what you think. And if you didn't like the video, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And yeah, I'm going to have a rest and hopefully not have to listen to noisy people outside. So yeah, take care now. Bye bye. I'll send this off in this way. There we go. Take care.